Good morning, children. So today we'll be doing value education. So open your book, A Beautiful Life. So we will be doing chapter number 1. In our last class we had done only half of the story, so we'll complete the story now. Okay, so let's get started, children. So in our last class we learned that there was a group of hippos and his neighbor was a impala who used to come over there to graze, and they both had their own qualities. Today we learn more about the story. Many days passed and Hippo and young Impala was still not sure of the meaning of Mother Hippo's words. He went each day to watch the hippos, but everything was always the same, and he still did not see them do anything unusual or specially wonderful. They just ate and dozed, blew and yawned, and floated as usual. So, according to the Impala, many days passed, and after seeing the hippos for many days, even the Impala thought that there was nothing such important or very significant quality of the hippos. They did not do anything special. They just whole day they used to eat, dozed, blew and yawned and floated as usual. One day young Impala returned to the river bank. He could not see the other Impalas anywhere. While he was dancing around, his herd had moved further down the river. Smelling the first rain on the wind, the herd had moved towards it. Young Impala became very nervous and alarmed. He ran about and searched frantically until at last he saw the others on the other side of the water. Young Impala became more and more frightened. He could not think clearly at all. He did not realize that he could run down the river bank and cross the river where it was shallow. With frightened grunts and bleats, he tried to run into the deep water to swim across it somehow. The herd was almost out of sight. He knew that an Impala that was alone could be hunted down and eaten by the hungry lions, leopards, and hyenas that roamed about. He had been taught that Impala's strength lay only in staying with the herd and running fast when attacked. But how was he to get back to his group now? Mother Hippo was watching young Impala. She floated up to him and said in her deep voice, "Do you want to cross the river and catch up with your herd, my friend? We can help you do that safely. Do not worry about the crocodiles. They cannot harm you while we are here." Too scared to talk, young Impala nodded his head many times. Mother Hippo told her tribe to arrange themselves side by side across the breadth of the river. Soon they were all floating quietly together with their broad backs forming a living bridge. Young Impala crossed the river, jumping lightly along the backs of the river giants. The crocodiles, afraid of the hippos, could only grind their many sharp teeth in anger as the Impala leaped to safety across the hippo bridge. Safe and dry on the other side, young Impala stopped to thank the hippos. He told Mother Hippo, "I now understand the truth of what you said to me the other day. Hippos may be very different from the Impala, but you too can do wonderful things, like living in the river and making even the dangerous crocodiles respect you. From today, I know that I must judge each creature by his or her own special qualities, and not only by what I see at first." He then ran away to join his herd and to discover the new rainy season with its fresh smell, sounds, and tastes. So now, children, in this story, as you had learned, as you knew about the qualities and what Impala was thinking about the hippos, the Impala was he thought that only he was having so many qualities, but the hippos, they didn't do anything. They didn't have any quality within them. They just ate, they dozed, and they blew, yawned, and the whole day they were swimming. So one day what happened, when Impala returned back to the river bank, he could not see any Impalas. He could not see his herd, his group of Impalas anywhere. And because whole day he was dancing around because whole day he was watching the hippos dancing around, showing his qualities to the hippos. So by that time his herd had left him and they had moved to the other side of the river. So because the first rainy season, when the first rain arrives on the wind, the herd, they change their place. So they went to the other side of the river. And now the young Impala became very nervous and alarmed because now he was alone, and he knew that being alone would be very difficult because Impalas, they usually live in a herd. Now what he thought was how he would cross the water, how he would cross the river. Now it was very difficult for him. And when he saw the other side of the river, he saw that it was a great task for him to cross the river and move to the other side. So young Impala became very frightened. He was very scared because he knew that if he would be alone, it will be very difficult for him. And how he would cross the river. With frightened grunts and bleats, now he started grunting and bleating so that he could go to the other side of the river. He could run into the deep waters to swim across it somehow. The herd was almost out of sight. Now he could not see his group also. He knew that an Impala alone could be hunted or he could be eaten, so it was a great risk for him to roam about alone. He had been taught that Impala's strength lay only in staying in a herd. Now what he was about to do, now what he will do, he was very, very tensed. So Mother Hippo was watching young Impala. So the Mother Hippo, she was watching the young Impala. She floated up to him. She came and she asked that you look very tensed. What happened to you? Do you want to cross the river? Do you want our help? Then we will help you. We will make you cross the river. We are going to help you, and don't worry about the crocodiles. Even they are not going to hunt you or they will not harm you anyway. Now he was very scared, as he was very tensed, young Impala. He nodded his head many times. He said, yes, I want to go to the other side of the river. So Mother Hippo told all the other hippos that they will stand along side by side. So they will cover the full breadth of the river so that the Impala could easily cross the river. So what did they do? You can see the picture here, children. Side by side they stood and they formed a living bridge for the Impala to cross the river. So when they formed a bridge, the Impala, they just stepped on their backs and he crossed the river. So the crocodiles were also very afraid of the hippos. So they also could not do anything. They just grinded their teeth in anger, but they could not do anything because they were scared of the hippos. So slowly the Impala, stepping on the back of the hippos, crossed the river. Now, safe and dry, when he reached to the other side of the river and met his herd, he was very happy. Then he told the mother hippo that now he understood the real, the truth, what he said the other day, because hippo had said him that everyone has their own quality and it is their specialty. So hippos may be different from impala, but you too can do wonderful things like living in the river and making even the dangerous crocodiles respect you. So now the impala understood the quality of the hippo, that they can swim, they can make even the crocodiles respect you. So from today, I know that I must judge each creature by his or her own qualities. This was said by Impala. Now he knew that every creature had got their own quality, and not only by what you see, but the qualities are when it's needed, then only you can see the quality. It's not that when you see a person face to face you come to know of one's quality. You cannot judge others like that when you see them at first, but the special qualities are also there, which is going to be shown when it's needed. He then ran away. So after saying this, thanking the hippos, he ran away to join his herd, his group, and to see the new rainy season with the fresh smells, sounds, and tastes. Okay, so this story has taught us, children, to respect each other's quality. I hope you have understood the story and you have enjoyed the story. Now, from today onwards, you are also going to respect each and everybody's special quality. Okay, children? I hope everyone has understood the story. So, thank you very much, children. And the moral is you're going to respect each and everyone, children. Thank you, children.